Welcome to the Skiff Pro Tour and the second round of the International Race Series for Skiff classes. The first round from St. Moritz in Switzerland saw Stefan Ruger with AEI taking the honours. So can he defend his place? For this round we're taking you to the Tremosine Campione at the west end of Lake Garda in Italy. The racing is taking place just off the shore, still in sight of the small piazza of the town of Campione. So this round is also one for the spectators. Almost 100 sailors from 7 nations are on the start line sailing variations of the Skiff. That'll be the 4,000, the 5,000, the 14-footer and the mighty 18-footer. The early races see a lot of wind and a lot of equipment damaged. Osari and Triple X did not manage to get to the start line in later races due to the battering they received early on. Dennis Orther from Germany was the only competitor to finish all 9 races over the weekend, but he has 2 broken masts to show for it. Here is the course. It's a pretty straightforward upwind and downwind affair, as always with skiff racing. Keep it pretty simple. They cross the start line, or pass through the gate, as it's called, the red line, back up to windward mark and back down again. It's pretty straightforward. This is Flemming Clausen from Denmark. He's dominating the racing in the first few days. But Stefan Ruger on AEI and Jesper Brondum, also from Denmark, are not out of sight. There's a huge number of spectators come to watch the racing with a live commentary from the shore. We join the fleet at the start of the 7th race on the last day of racing. The wind is blowing some 20 knots, a potential problem for the crews. AEI didn't have the best start and is covered by radio lack in the early stages. Werner Geiser, helming Richard Ellis, has chosen the smaller rig for these rather strong winds, and it may be paying off following a good start. And Sheds is in 2nd position off the line. Early equipment problems for the Brits on Fit for Fun saw their good position off the start line fade away. Those that opted to take the bigger rigs are now struggling, unless, like Gill, they have crew weight to counter the wind. Sheds are now in 2nd. They've been very consistent throughout this round, clocking up only the 1st and 2nd places. So here are the leaders shortly before the windward mark. It's AEI, followed by Gill, and then Sheds. This is Gill coming up first around the mark, followed closely by AEI. Nicely balanced, 3 men right out on the trapezes there of these 18-foot skiffs. Spectacular scenery here at Lake Garda. Also causes lots of problems with the wind. Sheds going nicely upwind as well. Good shot of Sheds punching through the chop here in Lake Garda. AEI also showing how it's done upwind. 3 men right out on the trapeze there, nicely balanced. Coming up to that windward mark then, Gill is in a good position. Downwind of AEI, but good boat speed at the moment. Here they are at the mark, bearing away. Don't bury the bow, otherwise you get into real trouble. Also come off the trapeze there, AEI. Up goes the Jennikers now. Crucial point here. If AEI can get that filled, they're going to get in front of Gill. Sheds comes round in 3rd place. Again, don't bury the bow. Fifth at the windward mark, that's Camosi, crewed by the local heroes. They're having a good race. This is what it looks like from on board. This is the head cam. Up goes that Jenniker. Shed still in 3rd position, and AI is still in 2nd. Here's AI, just completing a jibe, The helmsman balancing out at the back of the boat there, middleman right out on the wire. And here is Gill in the lead still with that huge Jenica, really putting on lots of pace now. Going downwind, this is 25 knots plus, real good Lake Garda conditions. Over 100 square metres of kite there. Another jibe coming up on this boat, successfully carried out. This is Richard Ellis, still coming upwind under those huge cliffs of Lake Garda. Gill still flying downwind. But a problem there for the leaders. In fact, that's AEI who've capsized on a jibe. Bad news for the leaders. Real gusty conditions here on Lake Garda. Gill's going to get ahead. Another capsize as well. That's the local boat, Camosi. It's gone over. Got to get that kite packed away before you can get it back up again. So coming into the second mark, the downwind one. It's Gill who's in the lead at the moment, coming back onto the wind to go towards the windward mark. They have to go back through the gate. Another kite coming down on another 18-foot skiff and safely down too, just in front of Richard Ellis. Crewman's really got to pack it away, and here is AI trying to get the boat upright. That's a tricky position to be in there. Crew just balancing the boat, but they've managed to do it. The boat coming round the mark successfully too. All three crew members nicely out on the trapeze. Here's Richard Ellis just showing how to balance the boats, and this is the German boat, West Coast Coolers. Kite packed away, ready for the next time it's going to pop out at the windward mark. So this is still Gill, Fleming-Cowson at the front, nicely balanced they are too, followed by the Camosi team of Luca Stefanini, Christian Taroli and Renato Bolli. And Sheds, they're followed up in third place at the moment. Going tight towards those cliffs again, that's where the wind's going to get a little bit dodgy. After capsizing, Stefan Ruger on AEI has come back with good boat speed. They're very fast in this race, although they've had to open the mainsail because of the strong winds. Nice pace on this boat as they punch through the chop of Lake Garda. Good breeze for 18-foot skiff racing. Shed also going very well at the moment, punching through the chop as well with good boat speed. Welcome back to Sailing World and the second of the Skiff Pro Tour on Lake Garda. This is Luca Stefanini on Camosi. Attacking. Now there's a good shot from on board. This is what it looks like from the head cam. And going into attack. Under the boom, cross the other side, leap out onto that rack. Get hooked on. Now they go. This is Sheds once again tacking in towards the cliffs, where the breeze is rather flukier. Danger of capsize there from winds coming in at strange angles. The British team on Fit for Fun are in a rather disappointing 8th place at the moment, and the wind is beginning to drop. Still gusty though. Dennis Orler has managed to stay in the race despite equipment problems, but only in 12th place. It's still Gill which rounds the mark with some style in first place. Good boat speed. And AI has held on to third position at the moment. Gill with the kite going up, nicely set. This is the good bit for 18-foot skiffers going downwind with this huge kite up. Real good speed. Martin Blum here with the Yellow Jenica is in position 5, and Richard Ellis on Fit for Fun is in 6th. Also Dennis Orthola on SpaceNet is really fast. Shed is holding on to 3rd, but AEI is battling hard to try and catch up. The gap is closing. No time for waving on there. Just concentrate on fixing that boat. We're now On the last upwind tacking course, only one lap to go. Gill is in front with a small but comfortable advantage over Luca Stefanini. As the waves get bigger and the wind stronger, the competitors have to work that much harder. Sheds in third is fighting very hard and positions are getting quite close. Oh, that's tricky. Got to keep that rack out of the water. If it dips into the water, you're going to pull the boat over. Shed's still going nicely now, back upwind. Looks like the boat's sailing itself, doesn't it? At the top mark, the last time. It's Gill. They've just got to hang on till the finish line. Shed's also coming round. Not a pretty tack. But Gill really going powering downwind now. Fine race they've had too. So Gill won this race ahead of Luca Stefanini and the happy AEI team with Stefan Ruger.
Der Event war genial, der Wind war super, wir hatten ein bisschen Pech mit dem Material, haben viele Sachen gebrochen und haben dadurch
It was okay once we did go. I don't know if we can get first position,
im Endeffekt weiß ich nicht, ob wir Erster oder Zweiter sind.
but a second is for sure.
Ich denke, auf dem zweiten Platz hat es noch gereicht.
The winners of round 2 of the Skiff Pro Tour are Sheds, with an 8-point lead over the second placed AEI.
Yeah, we have a great race and great win.
Confirmation then, Sheds from Denmark. The winners clear over AEI from Switzerland, with Gill from Denmark in third place. So that's it from round 2 of the Skiff Pro Tour in Lake Garda. We shall be bringing you the final from Lake Constance in Germany soon on Sailing World.